Hi, my name is Daniel Martinez and I'm a real estate agent who specializes in the Heights. Today, I'm getting ready to chat with Daniel, the co-founder and co-owner of Good Dog. Good Dog is a gourmet hot dog restaurant that grew up from a roaming food truck to a Heights staple. I'm excited to learn about how this place came to be in the first place and why they chose to settle down in the Heights. You started off in a food truck and now we're here at your location. You have actually 2 locations. Take me through that idea of creating Good Dog and getting your first location.
Got it. The way we started and created Good Dog was really started off back in 2010. My partner and I have been in the restaurant industry forever. I was doing sales. She was actually went to culinary school and was working and helping open up restaurants here in Houston. She worked at Reef and she worked at Zelko Bistro back in the day here. So she helped open that location too. So there was a moment in time where we were kind of like looking at each other like, well, let's try to do something for ourselves, you know. And it was a pretty cool opportunity we saw on Craigslist for a little short bus was for sale for like 15 grand, you know, and it was like, damn, okay, are you sure you want to try something? Okay, cool. So at that point, Molly had been like messing around with making her own mustards and ketchups and pickles because a lot of her grandma's recipes from upstate New York. So, you know, upstate New York, she's from California. So it kind of like the hot dog thing just like clicked. On top of that, we have a wiener dog, a little dachshund. She's our mascot, she's Olive Oil, she's the dog. So that's kind of how it started, man. We just rolled the dice and she was like, look, I have a good foundation of all these like really cool condiments that I make in-house and what can we do? You know, what doesn't Houston have? And we just pinpointed it. It was like, we don't have an upscale, you know, a top-notch hot dog, you know. So at that point, that was just, it was just transitioned so smoothly into that.
It's always interesting. I was going to talk about the dog. I was going to talk about even the ingredients or the importance of making them from scratch. And so you kind of touched a little bit on that. But how important truly was coming up with the ideas of what you were going to be serving to make yourself unique and having that be from scratch?
Oh man, so the uniqueness in making everything from scratch here at Good Dog is really what sets us apart from what I could see, you know, from everyone else. The importance of it was that we wanted it to be a classic, made the old school way, like an American classic just done right, you know. You think about an old-fashioned hot dog, you think about like everything made in-house, mom and pop, you know, and that's exactly what we wanted to capture, you know. With Molly's like culinary skills, it was a shoo-in, you know. At that point, it was like we're making. She got taught in French culinary school how to make sauces, so you're making your sauce. We make our own mustard, you know, using Coleman's mustard powder, really fine mustard powder, and the ketchup, the chili, the mayo, the pickles, everything in-house. So if we cannot find it here locally, then we're going to make it from scratch, and that's been our motto since day one.
It's always interesting where you have these 2 individuals who kind of bring or pull from different sides to make this idea really work and resonate and build a culture around it. And I think that that's what you guys have done. How did you guys meet?
Man, a funny question. So we met actually here in Houston. So waiting tables about 12, 13 years ago. I had just moved into Houston from Austin. You know, I was kind of like lost, didn't know what I was doing. My sister was going to TSU, Thurgood Marshall Law School, and was finishing up. She was like, hey man, come live with me the last semester. You know, I need some help or whatever. I was like, yeah, no problem. So I moved down here, started waiting tables. She was actually my trainer. I was a trainee. You know, I guess my charm just overtook her. No, man, she was actually, she charmed me from day one, and I knew that I was not leaving Houston after we met. So that was then, and literally we're best friends, we're business partners, we're life partners. I mean, it's really cool how we made it work, and it shows like a true testament of how like strong our relationship is. I really enjoyed my chat with Daniel. It's so refreshing to hear how a vision came from an idea to a food truck to a successful restaurant in the Heights. Daniel and Amalia have created a business that resonates with the neighborhood it calls home, and we're so lucky to have them and their hot dogs.